Ah, 6-3. That was not pretty. And then we followed it up by being well and truly humbled by a City side that took no prisoners. And today, we face them again. The Redemption Tour, that's what I'm going to call it. That's right, folks. Welcome back. After recent successes in domestic competition as well as European football, the Premier League is our focus today, and two massive games against Manchester City and Southampton. So let's draw our eyes to the Premier League table. We sit in the middle of both of them. Manchester City currently top the table with 69 points, West Ham on 67 and Thames on 63. We know if we win today, we draw a point behind West Ham and just a few points then behind Manchester City and get away from the grasp of Manchester United and Southampton, who of course we play later on. So this is a big game for us. It's important. There's the final weekend fixture of the weekend, and it's Thames versus Manchester City. Let's run you through the team. So, I am very pleased to announce that Miquelina and Mackay will both play in this game. I'm not sure they've played all too much together. There's been injuries on either side. Herzog will feature behind Ben-Hur today with Banner and Halloran in the centre. Danilo, Insigne and Eriksson complete a back three, which now contains Pierre at right back. Of course, not the most ideal of situations. Especially when you consider that actually I'd prefer to play him at left back. This is not good. And looking at it, does Frank get into this somehow? Because Diallo is struggling, I'm going to play Pierre there and pop Frank in at right back. Now, in theory, because of his passing ability, okay crossing, good tackling, he should be okay at right back. Although he's not a natural there by any means. We're gambling a little bit. Look, Frank has to fill in sometimes, all right? This is Frank's job. I'm just conscious that I'll want Diallo for the next game against Southampton, so I don't want to just burn him out in this one. Eriksson's struggling a little bit as well. If we rest them, though, we should be okay. The best thing is we've got a week to go, though. But we've submitted the team. Here we go then. 4-1 was the score last time we played Manchester City. Let's just better that, shall we? I'm a little bit apprehensive, though, I must say. I'm going to get aggressive with them. I'm going to say I want them to avenge what happened last time. I want them to remember the defeat. I want them to remember that they were proven not to be as good as their title rivals. I mean, I think I said that episode we could be title contenders in the game against Southampton. We then went on to concede 6 and then were 4-1 beaten. And I think I titled the episode Humbled. That's how bad it was. But a chance today to turn that round. It's a corner to Manchester City, 10 minutes in, and calm. We need a massive performance from Ben-Hur today. If there's a day that he needs to show up and be counted and prove that, look, let's face it, and I'm going to be honest here, and this is hard for me to admit, that Ben-Hur doesn't see Thames as his final destination, but if he wants to prove he can hang with the big boys, these are the sort of games he's got to perform in. Doesn't like big matches, does Ben-Hur, and these next two are pretty big, as he finds Mackay, first chance, and he provides an assist. I was a bit of reverse psychology, slag him off, allow him to do something good. Finds Mackay on this left-hand side, and he pops it in like nobody's business. Lovely finish from Mackay, and tell you what, Ben-Hur, the composure to pick out the pass was superb as well. Herzog finds him, the run of Mackay there, the pace on the outside, City can't deal with it. Great first touch to get out of his feet, and a fine finish too. 1-0 leaders at the Riverbank, a totally different animal. We did concede 4 and score 1 last time, so let's just bear that in mind. As City straight away come forward, 35 minutes gone, Eriksson does fantastically well defensively, and it should be noted that our defence are going to have a superb game. A little bit makeshift today, without two of the key men that would normally start. Antonio, not here. Diallo, not here. We've had to mix things around a little bit, as you can see here then. Herzog finds it, gives it to Ben-Hur, who's got to look for the right pass, finds Frank, who knocks it forward to Miquelino. Ball played in, and Mackay, oh, he's hit the bar. I can't believe he's not scored. 2-0, and I've been feeling pretty confident. 36 minutes gone, and a highlight again. We're putting on some pressure here. Herzog, he's got to find the right pass, goes back to Pierre, and I don't mind a little bit of ball possession in their half. Mackay, the delivery could be good here, you know. Herzog's there, and he finds the back of the net. Thames go 2-0 up against Manchester City and make this a title race, viewers. This is not over quite yet. City have been drawn back in, and the East London boys of Thames and West Ham are chasing them down. Who'd have thought it? The two most dominant teams in London aren't Arsenal, aren't Tottenham, aren't Chelsea, are Thames and West Ham United, fighting the strength of Manchester, 1 goal at a time. 2 goals in 5 minutes, and an injury to City. It's getting worse. One of their key defenders has gone off now. They've had to switch it out. Oh, my word, viewers, my word. Can you feel it in your waters? Me too. And at half-time then, Thames go in 2-0 to the goods and are getting rid of the ghost of the last time you played Man City. This is a great opportunity. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say very pleased performance. Let's keep it going. Keep it nice and simple. Keep them calm. Come on. I've no doubt early in this second half, City are going to try and put on some pressure. I'm not going to change anything. I think it'd be easy now to go to the counter-attack. I've done it in previous games, but I was trying to keep it simple, keep it as it is, and maybe Banner here could score a goal. Oh my word, if he scores that free kick, I'm off my seat. I mean, after that free kick, City have found a little bit of space. Ball played in. Martinez is there and over the bar. Part of me really wants to go defensive and play for this. I just don't want to invite any pressure on. Their forward players aren't playing too well, though, so it's a little bit like, well, even if we do invite them on, will they play particularly well? In terms of changes, Frank's having a 7.2. Maybe he's a right back all along. Maybe we finally found him a position. And Ben-Hur is having quite a quiet game. So I think we're going to make a change up there, actually. Fiore is going to come on for him. And, yeah, simple change. Ben-Hur, recent form, I've mentioned last episode, it's just not that good. He's got a lot of goals this season, but business end. Doesn't like big matches. It says it in his report. He hates them. And I think I'm going to make another change just to try and slow things down a bit. Jimenez is going to come on for Banner in the centre. Extra legs. I mean, the one man you don't want to be brought on is Jacobo Jimenez if you're a City fan. And the second half has flown by. Like, in a blink of an eye, as the Mackay puts it in, there could be one more goal here. Jimenez is going to chase it. Although 15 seconds of this game remain, according to the official time. And, I mean, we're going to get there first. Frank has had a fantastic game. Barely tested in this one, and that's a credit to him, I'm sure. Miquelino on that side runs it out of play, but wastes a bit of time regardless. And that, my friends, should be that. A 2-0 victory over Manchester City. And this Premier League season got hotter and spicier by the second. And now Southampton, and this is the key game. They scored 3 goals in the final sort of 2 minutes of the game last time we played them, and it got them a 6-3 win. A win that they maybe didn't deserve, but we fell apart completely. And now, the redemption mission. Come on, can we do it again? The redemption mission. Come on, boys. Ben-Hur is injured. Pulled groin, so he'll miss a few games. Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he just needs a break for a little bit. This might be good for him. You never know. I'm going to do the press conference as well. Frank played at right back last time out. Is that something we might be seeing more of going forward? He's a tremendously versatile and reliable player. That's all I need to say there. Congratulations on finally ending your winless run against City. That's our second win ever against them. They've beaten us 9 times. It's pretty ridiculous. So we finally got the best of them. And look at the run. I mean, let's take a look at this in just a moment. This is one of the best runs I've ever had, I think, in a YouTube series in terms of going unbeaten. Admittedly, right, there's a defeat there to United where we got pumped. But since then, not a loss in sight. Playing some wonderful stuff towards the end of this series. Loving it. Everyone knows their parts now. We binned off the Libero and we've not lost really since. So I feel like it was a good idea. And for those that have been saying it ever since we started with the Libero, well, we're friends now, I hope. All right, Southampton coming up in a week's time. I'll see you in a moment. All right, then, we've made it. Ben-Hur and Antonio are going to miss out, but let's select the team then. And maybe a couple of changes. All right, then, so Obranek's going to come back into the side and replace Ben-Hur as a straight swap situation. I think the rest of the team is probably going to remain unchanged. We could play Ike at right back, but genuinely, after having Frank there and seeing him play so well, is this the future for Frank? He's 5'9". He makes far more sense out on the right-hand side than in the centre. It's a strange one. We'll keep him in there, though. Diallo's going to come back in for Pierre, though, who, I mean, kept a clean sheet against City. The defence deserve the credit, but the rest of the team is going to remain the same. Calvo in goal, then Frank, Eriksson, and Cini, and Diallo at the back. We've got Banner and Halilum in the centre. Herzog behind Obanek. Mackay one side. Miquelino the other. This is pretty big here. I think Southampton, if I'm not mistaken, have just been hammered by United, potentially 5-0. I'm just going to double check that. David Young. We meet again. But I just want to check out your team. So yeah, last game they played was against Manchester United. They got beat 5-0. Now we beat them very recently. Oh, 2 late goals. I bet that annoyed you, didn't it? We beat them recently in the cup game, the 5th round cup game. But it was a very tight affair. Lots of goals, much like our league game against them earlier this season. So jobs to be done. Is Matt Colclough going to play again? Because he was an absolute devil. Let's have a look here. Is he starting again? He is. Colclough and Young up front. I feel a little bit sick. All right, second game of the episode then. Let's get at them. And Patrick say, come on lads, show me what you can do. Keep this run going. And I maybe should have reminded them of the last time you played them. But no, I'm going to try and keep the run going. That's important now. We're playing for something. And by playing for that run, we are playing on 3 fronts right now. Europa League, we're into the quarterfinals. FA Cup semi-finals could be upon us very shortly. I think they are, in fact. I think we play West Ham in that. And now the league is still up for grabs. But we have to win this game for that to happen. Will Southampton break hearts again? It's the first chance of the game. It's fired over. Blimey. Hyperventilating. Okay, here we go. There's a chance for them. And yeah, they've got a lot of, well, they seem to have got a lot of men wide. They're playing at Kolkoff's there again. He's an absolute menace. They're playing quite a wide system, which is already causing us a couple of problems. All right, let's see how they deal with us, though. That's the question. We've got those 3 midfielders in the middle, which will hopefully be the creative outlet. It's up to our back 2 to contain Kolkoff and Young has found his way through, and a shot comes in, they've hit the post. So far in this game, they've been all over us. Away from home, it's a decent side, get to that counter-attack immediately, as Eriksson picks up a knock, and if there's one player we couldn't afford to have that happen to, it's him. I mean, Frank would have to go in at centre-back. What would I even do after that? I don't actually know what would be the solution in that situation. But anyway, Young has got it on this right-hand side as they look to go forward. The cross is put in. Eriksson heads it clear, but straight back to him. Young again as, oh my word, Frank gets it clear. Somehow it didn't go in the back of the net. I don't know what the solution would be. I guess Pierre would come in at right-back and Frank would go to centre-back, and that's our solution. His injury is a knee injury, which is never good. But Kolkoff on their side's got one as well. Maybe they clashed. I don't know. All right, just before half-time, a highlight as Miquelino's cross is deflected into Banner. Herzog, Miquelino, oh, it's in! We've scored just before half-time. I genuinely wasn't sure if they were going to counter. You look at the game there. We are FMing them to a degree. They've not had a shot on target, but our first shot on target has resulted in a goal. Miquelino gets us off to the perfect start. Well, the perfect start. We're 45 minutes in, Benjamin. But Herzog there slides it through. I've got to be completely honest. I thought he was offside. Hence my reaction was so shocked. It was like, they've not given it. He's on. 1-0. Okay, got a little bit excited there. Okay, team talk wise. What do we say here? I certainly say guard against complacency. We're going to have to say that. Eriksson's injury here. This isn't good. I don't want him out for the rest of the season. I've got to make a big call here. I think we put Frank in at centre-back and we bring Pierre on at right-back. And it's not ideal. It's by no means ideal, but it's the solution to this short-term problem. Albrecht's not having the greatest of games either. I just can't afford to lose Eriksson for a long period of time. If I keep him out there and then he's got a 3-month injury, that's pretty much our season in a world of hurt. An early goal here would be good. Miquelino, ball in. I mean, no chance. Okay, come on. Now it's about sort of holding on. It's a weird situation now. We're on the counter-attack, of course, and Southampton fighting for that 4th place. They know they've got to win this game, really. That's Miquelino on this right-hand side. Love to see him back in the team. Obranek, oh my God. I'm on edge here. This save has got me. I don't know. Hopefully you feel the exact way I do, but I am, every game we go into at the moment. I'm sorry, for those that want to see quick progression with this save towards the end, I'm so sorry that we've got sort of gone through every game. But it's been the case with this series that all of a sudden every game seems to matter. Every game's got an importance. And for the first time ever, as I said before, we're fighting on 3 fronts, which is unbelievable. I don't know. I want to watch everything. I want to kind of share that with you as well as we go on, right? This is me about me sharing my saves with you. As Obranek finds his way through and scores 2-0 against Southampton. And you can see 69 points after that winning at City. We're right behind them. We leapfrog, that's not a phrase, leapfrog West Ham as well. And we're hunting down City. Every league game is becoming so important as the title race is still on. 2-0 to the good against a top 4 rival. We're almost solidifying our top 4 place here. We'll be 11 points ahead of them with something like 5 games to go, I think it is. So we're looking pretty good as far as that's concerned. As the game continues, Southampton, last time I did this, they came back immediately. Not this time. Oh dear, I tell you what, they should prescribe this to the people that, like, I don't know what you'd subscribe. I mean, what would you have that you'd need this? I mean, Southampton come forward here. Oh, we nip in beautifully. Banner there, and now he's looking to join the attack as well. As 4 go forward against the 3, and Obranek beats his first man. The shot on goal. Burden with a good save. 20 minutes to go. It's a question mark. Do we make a change in the forward areas? Obranek's having a pretty good game now. Mackay's doing okay. There's not really much need to change anything. We'll keep it as is. With 20 minutes left to go, the ball was played in from the corner, but surprise, surprise, nothing happens. As Barnes picks up an injury for oh, hang on, hold on. I think they're down to 10 now because they've had that injury. Yeah, they are. They don't have 11 players on the pitch, I don't believe. Yeah, 3 midfielders, 4 defenders, 2 strikers. Yeah, they're 1 down, which I guess we just play as we are doing. No need to change anything. No need to upset the apple cart. You could tell I'm on edge here because I'm just talking nonsense as they go forward again. Young, this front 2, they cause me so many problems. Late goals! Oh no, not again. Southampton love late goals. What do we do? Go defensive? I don't really know. I'm going to go defensive. I'm going to bring on Jimenez in the centre, fresh legs in the middle. I kind of want to play more defensively though and just sort of hold this down now and not worry about it too much. Dorfer's going to come on as well. Waste a little bit more time. 2 substitutions. That's a good 2 minutes off the clock, hopefully, if they walk off. As the time ticks away. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, not quite yet. 20 seconds left to go. And we know, we've seen it before, Southampton love a late goal, but if they're going to do that and throw it away, we will take it. We have gone to St Mary's and we've done ourselves an absolute mischief, but we've got our 2-1 win to our name as Miquelino and Obranek seal it. Let's have a lay down, shall we? I was impressed with your defending. I was impressed with your play. Where have they... I'll try... There's nothing to... We'll just move on. There's nothing to say. I wanted to applaud the midfield. Everything is kicking off. So you can see there then, as things stand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 games to go. Quick maths. 8 games to go. Potentially 11, 12 with cup finals and semi-finals. If it all plays out that way, of course, we don't know at this stage. But next episode, Anderlecht. I think we'll do Anderlecht, Sunderland, and Anderlecht all together, perhaps, and then maybe Liverpool, West Ham as an episode. We'll work it out. If you enjoyed today's video, do drop a like. I want to see some more. Subscribe to the channel. What a turnaround. After earlier this season, we got beat by both. This time, we beat them both, and I am excited. I'll see you next time. We love with care. I'm out to that already. Lying down now. Goodbye, everyone.